Grand Rising, beautiful, melanated, original, whatever you respectfully call yourself, people. Is your girl straight, no chaser with the queen, here at the throne. Let me see, what am I doing here? I haven't been live on my mobile with Stream Yard. So I'm hoping I can see y'all chats. Oh, there you go. Hey, Grand Rising, beautiful, melanated, original people. I don't know if y'all know what's going on. So I've been trying to get myself together, and then we had a death in the family. My grandmama wind up passing, and so we're getting funeral arrangements and stuff. So, but I had a chance to be with my grandmother. I had a chance to talk. My grandmama was an active grandmother, and so we're all just, it's like bitter sweet because, we want to hold people here with us, but we know that we can't live forever. And so, we're all going to face that demise. But I am loving the fact that everyone is still on. Hi, Brandon Cruz. Hey, Kathy. Hi, everyone is doing. So I decided to go live. I was like, well, I'm in my hometown and I'll just come and talk with y'all because it's so much have been going on, you know. And I was going to show a picture of my grandma, but I can't use this mobile stream yard, so I don't know how to use it yet. So I'll do another live, and we'll all talk about, losing someone close to you. It makes you really think. And then when something like this happens, it makes you really think of how short life can be. And the reason why I decided to go live is because, the struggles that we are in. Be one, my people. Straight no chaser with the queen. I got some t-shirts. Uh-oh. My sister be making for me. I can send y'all some. But I it's a lot going on. We supposed to have the founders meeting, the founders day, and I think we might have to do it online for the safety of everyone. We have condos, Keisha, and some people have sent me money, and we'll just have to readjust. We have people that's working on. We're going to be working on our aquaponics garden, and so there's a lot of things going on. But let's talk about us and ourselves. That's why I said, when you look at life, we're fighting hard. We're fighting hard to just have a peaceful life. And in the midst, life is still going on. Life and death, having babies. And you want to share, Kathy? Okay, I got you. We are fighting life and death while we're living life and death. It's like death is going to happen because we're human. But we have to have two lives. We're fighting two lives as melanated people. We're fighting two lives because we're trying to fight to just be able to walk around in society like everyone else. We don't even have time for normal problems because we're fighting a systemic problem, you know? And it is sad that I look at my grandmother's life and I look and I'm like, she didn't have a bad life, things that happen in the end, though, when you're living with family members, we find out some stuff. And I felt like the last couple of years in her life, especially with this COVID, with everybody being stuck in, it was unjust to her. The last of it, we did get to see her and everything. But, other than that, it was a lot that I wanted to do with my grandmother. And I think about where we're at in life and how COVID came and they're using COVID to, you know, bring us all down and stuff. Now we have the vaccines, and now we still fighting white supremacy. Like, do the battles ever get easy? Do the battles ever get easy for us melanated people? I mean, it's tiresome to have to keep telling the world that you are doing melanated people wrong. The world that, dang, give us a break. We are burying our grandparents and our family members just like they are. The difference with us, we're burying more our people because they have their fingers on the trigger. Grand Rising Black Love, they have their fingers on the trigger and they have their fingers on the pen and the paper, allowing them to get away with the atrocities and the oppressions and the murders and the unjust things they do to us. And then they want you to walk around like, oh, it's just a normal life. Y'all just been cursed. A lot of stuff happening to y'all because you're not praying hard enough and you're not doing this hard enough. And I just came to say, me and my mom been sitting in here talking about what God is, what Jesus really would, how the Bible has been. And the thing is, we have been so tricked that we are only running around with one part of what this world and universe is. And that is the part that white supremacy has given us. And when I say that, because some of us are woke. So a lot of us is not using the Bible as a crutch. The Bible could be a reference and it should make you want to know where did they get this information from. If you have a Bible in your hand, like my mom and my grandmama, they went crazy when I first was telling them about being woke. But I think now, like my mom was saying, a lot of family members, they still ain't let the Bible go, but they're more opening up to that. A lot of the Bible is metaphors because those that took over our people did not know what they were talking about and did not know nothing about metaphors. So they this for felt like we were writing something, so they wanted the power to write something, you know, but their words were not from original people. They're not original people. You can't come and invade the house and the mansions of the original people and then tell the original people what their God already told them. And what me and my mom was talking about was basically saying, like, basically, Jesus is the black man. Hello. And the black man is being persecuted and executed every day. The what you are made of is what the universe is made of. Your skin is dark because the universe is dark and it's all wrapped around your melanin. I read an article and that's what really made me get on here. And they said that now they're producing melanin. They found a way to produce melanin. How? Somebody is in Area 51. Y'all mixing this language with aliens and all this stuff, and these people have been trying to find the fountain of youth. The fountain of youth is melanin because in life nothing can exist without melanin. That is God. It is the God source. It is the God seed. It carries the DNA of all our ancestors, and we keep coming back and coming back. That's what me and my mom was saying when we was talking about we believe that we've been here before. We all from stars and we keep coming back to this ratchet thing, us as warriors, to stop white supremacy before it's too late for the earth. The earth and all of us is wrapped in one globe. Everything is recycled. Everything is recycled, even energy is all recycled. When you die, you don't die, you transfer out of this into another energy. And we said that, dang, we tired of coming back to fight. Cause my family is fighters. Because we coming back to live. It was a time we supposed to come back and back because we're recycled with this earth to live. Everything you need is on earth. The streets of gold, the mansions. See, when you're out of this flesh, you don't need those things. They have us looking at the Bible backwards. You come from the heavens to come down on earth, to taste the sweetness, to walk on streets of gold, to wear the rubies, to get your crowns, to sit in the mansions. It's for everyone. At one point, for millions of years, we built civilizations. We built great civilizations without being interrupted. There is nowhere in history where you've seen that another race used another race to survive, except for this now that we're in white supremacy. Every time they dig, you see depictions of people working together. They want to play you like they do the media. See the slaves? Those was not slaves. You didn't see nobody in handcuffs in those pictures. You don't look at our people in the museums that they have. We've been on this earth for millions of years, ruling and living in harmony. When white supremacy crawled out the crack caves, it has taken less than 400 years to destroy the air, the water. The space around the earth is so polluted, you think that's meteorites and it's garbage that's going to keep falling down through earth because they are polluted. They don't care. If you broke in somebody's house, you know what a robber do? A robber don't care how they spend the money because they didn't make the money. They robbed somebody to take the money that somebody else worked for. So you have no gratitude or you have no basically you don't care because it's not yours. They don't give a damn about the air, it's not theirs. They don't give a fuck about the earth, it's not theirs. They don't give a fuck about the inhabitants, the original people of the earth. They don't give a fuck. They don't care about the wind, the water, the fishes in the sea. They're polluting. These are mad people running around who once was ruled by the original people. And we had to keep them in a place because they have switched the roles. And when these people have been in control, everything has been chaos. They have taken man from woman and woman from man and want you to think it's okay for two people to be together that is of the same sex, which is, but it's not natural. Because if it was natural, a man, two men can have a child just like a man and a woman, or two women can have a child. But nature tells you the truth, and you allow white supremacy to trick you. Now, there's with the LBGT, that is nothing but a sexuality. The only difference between a gay person and a straight person is who they have sex with. And they have tricked you to believe that it's a movement when these same people took away my rights, your rights, and everybody rights that was gay, and then come and tell you and me and society to stop bothering gay people. We wasn't fucking with y'all in the first place. We ain't wrote no rules to tell you couldn't get a job, to tell you couldn't fight in the military. It's time to start putting shit back on the plates that the plates belong to. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? We have to look at reality. We are energy. I watched my grandmother pass from the time her breath left her body to the till the blood that makes you plump, until the life left her. And it makes you, in reality, this is just a shell. God and Jesus and the devil is just metaphors of of what is in you, good and bad. What are you going to let control you? What are you going to let represent you? My grandmother, everybody, oh, she a sweet woman, but she ain't take no mess. You see what I'm saying? And she believed in God. And I know that we have the power, and she believed in God and stuff. And I believe in God. I believe melanin is God. God can't, even if God was in heaven, God cannot intervene with flesh to flesh unless God came in the flesh. So they trick you and told you Jesus came to the flesh. When Jesus comes to the flesh every day, every time a black child is born, you are producing another Jesus. Every time a black queen is born, you are producing another Mary. You have been tricked to believe that you need to die to go get something that the flesh needs here on earth. The flesh needs the fruits. And the only way for you to taste the only way for a God to taste the fruit of the earth, the only way for a God to walk on the streets of gold, the only way for a God to do to be warm, the only way for a God to feel love of the flesh or to see what the flesh feels like is to be in the flesh. They tricked you. You are a blessing to come from physics, from energy, to conform the flesh so you can walk around and touch and taste it and smell and eat. You see what I'm saying? They got it wrong. Because it's sad. Why are we sad when a person died? Because we know what they're missing. We know we're never going to hug this flesh again the way it is when it's alive. We know that you no more building memories. I look at space all the time. If you understood how a planet is formed and everything that they taught you in school about science is wrong to this day, and all of a sudden they always correcting themselves, but they never correct the Bible. They wrote that. It's time for us to look at God for more than what you have been conduced to believe that God is. God wanted you to breathe, so he became the tree, or she became the tree. God wanted you to walk, not walk. So he gave you intelligence, the black man, to make a car. And then all the black men together, somebody made the tire. God is essence. God is everything. God is the melanin. Melanin in our spine. They tell you that the little black kids develop faster than the little white kids because of the melanin. We are the only beings that could produce what the universe is in our skin. You're not black, you're melanated. You are the only pieces of universe walking around. You're the only, if you knew what your skin did, there's melanin sacs and you produce it. We produce it. Then they had to come in here and make you not love what you are to understand that more stronger melanin is going to protect you from the sun, is going to give you more intelligence and all that. They water down your melanin to get you mixing with people because our people did not want to mix with those other people before because they knew what they were. They knew what they were. They knew why they wanted a strong black man and a strong black woman so they can produce. Because just like you see other races living to survive, we are the only race that's stuck out here lied to that is not trying to survive. We're trying to blend in with other races like they are. The coin is flipped backwards. They have no culture. They have nowhere to go. They were not meant for this planet. You know why you're the chosen one? Because your skin tells you. The sun and you work together. The sun and them don't. They were not chosen for this earth. They're parasites and invaded it. Science tells you every day. That's why they keep convincing you every day by kumbaya. God said we all the same. No, the hell we're not. Science can prove we're not the same. Just like a damn chihuahua and a pit bull is not the same. A shark and a goldfish is not the same. A eagle and a Tweety bird is not the same. A black person and a white person is not the same. Get out that window now. Put that stuff down. Hello. Good, beautiful people had to tell the truth or something. But no, we're not the same. We are not the same. Okay. And it's okay. But because they're weak, because they lose their children and everything that they experience because they're not chosen, they wrote laws and created um conditions that made us be as weak as they are naturally. They created conditions that we are sick when we lived a long time. They created conditions where we're shoving meat down our throats when we knew that we ate meat in moderation. The fruits and the trees was there. They made sure now, because I remember coming to the South. Through the South, you could go pick plums, peaches, pears. That was the thing about the South. They made sure they cut down every tree that you can eat on public so that you would be poor enough where you have to go either to their supermarkets, go work their fucked up jobs and go to their supermarkets and eat their fucked up food, or you be homeless or do something stupid and you go to their jail. They're making conditions where you have no choice. They are parasites of the world. Everything has a parasite. Your own body got a parasite. It's called the white blood cells. When they tell you that you're sick, what is the white blood cell? They can name everything about black and they can paint their pictures that black people are this and that. But by scientifically, everything white is bad for you. White rice, white bread, white this, white that, and white goddamn supremacy. You see what I'm saying? It makes no sense how we're living. And it's sad that we are trying to wake people up because why we want you woke? Because you're supposed to be able to enjoy this life just like they are. But they are selfish people. They didn't, we shared with them. They didn't want to share. They wanted what we were. It's called jealousy. That's why their book says jealousy is as cruel as the grave. This is a cruel, white supremacy is cruel. They shoot us down every day and justify it with their pen and their paper because they seen us write on stones. They wanted to be kings and queens when they seen us wear crowns. That's why we made that effed up crown on Serapis' head. Yes. Off topic. I'm looking at Black Love saying her doctor wants to do another breast exam because my breast is this. I was told by a technician melanated women have denser breast. Exactly. We are different. It's time that we stop with this stupidness. And just like y'all got dogs and cats, they teach you to take care of your dogs and cats better than yourself. They want you to believe that your diet and white people diet should be the same, and it's not. We are different. Our hair different, our feet, our ears, everything about us is different, and it's okay. Because they have a problem, they made you not accept your differences and be proud of what your difference is, and study why you're different. Because if you studied yourself and study why you're different, you'll understand why they're the weaker race. You'll understand why they hate you so much. You'll understand why they keep trying to get you to take a shot so they can control your mind. Because now all the other controls, the media and all that, all the tricks they done played, they keep losing control. It's inevitable regardless. The only thing when we keep buying their designer labels and keeping them in power and keep doing stuff, only thing we're doing is allowing them to continue to hold on to the string of white supremacy that's being ripped from them. The earth is tired. That's why the earth brung up that you got COVID, no matter if they made it or not. Their thoughts, when we have thoughts of building things for the betterment of society and people, cars, air conditioners, tools, spatulas. When they think of something, they come up with laws and torture and killing and religion. We are different people. Our inspiration comes from God, melanin. Their inspiration comes from hate and jealousy. We are superior, and it's okay to say that. You can't believe that you're not superior, and then you got a whole race of people running around with lethal weapons and guns, and then they justify killing us and getting rid of us because they say we was a threat to their life when we have no weapons. So what is the threat to them? Because they know what you're capable of with your strength. And they know what they are. Don't let muscles and all this other crazy stuff fool you. Let science talk to you. Go back in history. Teach what they won't teach in school. Read what they won't allow us to read in school. These people are even changing history before our eyes. Talking about a fucking critical race theory. There is no critical race theory. Y'all fuckers are racist. Y'all racist white people. And you did racist white shit. And it's time to tell the truth. But they don't never want you to understand how deep and how much they've done to you. Because if you know how deep the rabbit hole go, all of us will stick together and we won't be playing this Monopoly board game they sat on top of an already built society. They set a Monopoly board on top of already built land and states and civilizations and cultures. They cherry picked what they want and changed it. But that is not nature. Nature is always going to balance. Earth is going to get balanced if it has to open up and swallow up everybody who won't help her get balanced. Believe that. Believe a story in Deuteronomy where the earth, I think it was, opened up and swallowed up the people, because that's what earth is going to do. If you're not going to be a black people or a melanated people that is going to help fight white supremacy because it's killing Mother Nature will take out everybody until she got to start over. When the dinosaurs roamed, it was too much. Mother Nature had to take everything out so it can be balanced. One cannot keep preying on the other. Universe and earth is about balance, one way or the other. I choose to fight. I don't know what you choose to do. The universe know what it's doing. We tapping into the universe and we keep getting distracted because we won't stay tapped into the universe. We just want to be like them. We want kids that look like them. They basically got us so tricked that we will go out and reproduce a child just because it looks like a white person. And they don't paint a society that white people are prettier than you and it's good, and their hair is bad, it falls to the ground, that it means it's unhealthy. Their skin is bad, it cannot absorb anything, it gets burned up and die, but it looks a certain way. So they got you looking at the surface and not what is real. That's why our people back then didn't care how you looked or what you did. They looked at the pureness of your genes, your intellect, what you do. You became kings and queens of what you do, not because you got money and you forcing everybody to vote for you because you holding another race under oppression and they have a hope that they're going to get out. So you got a great white hope person in there promising you stuff. All this shit is man-made. All of it is man-made. Every last from the all of this is man-made. The society, every day you wake up is man-made. Me and my mom was saying like, dang, when we go, that's why I speak as straight no chaser with the queen, because if you a star child, you know that the universe is going to keep bringing you back until you get it right. When our ancestors lived and died, we come back in different form. We come back. I don't care. You come back. Your energy is going somewhere. I don't know it all. You don't know it all. I don't care what man says because they burned down the libraries and burned up the books. One thing we know for sure is that that energy travels back. We know that you have spirit guides. We know we have our orishas that they call angels. We know all this. Oh, that's you. What you doing? What, those your sneakers? They look good. I didn't know you had sneakers. This my mama, y'all. Oh, you got them from my Vera? Yeah, they look good. Oh, well, you can feel them. Do they feel good? She got some Adidas, y'all. Now I'm gonna show you her bottom. If I can see. Oh, so I told you I was on live. You ain't on there. I ain't got your hair. It's facing this way. It's facing this way. I was talking about what I was talking. I was in the midst of talking about what we were saying earlier about energy and coming back to earth. Wait a minute, tell them what you say. They can't hear you. This facing me about coming back. I wanted you to tell a statement about coming.
I'm damn mad. I got to come back here.
What's your mama? My mama named Betty.
If they don't get enough knowledge, everybody coming back here that didn't learn the knowledge and the behavior that they supposed to learn.
Y'all gonna hear more of her because she gonna be with me more. She got a lot of knowledge. I don't know if they heard you. She was that what I told you. We were talking about coming back. My mama said she don't want to keep coming back in this lifetime. Because if we don't get it now, she's saying, because me and her, like I told you, when I first stepped away, my mom and grandmama went crazy from Christianity. But then as we talk, then we have our arguments. I mean, it's a process. It took years of a process for us to get here. And she still reads her Bible as a reference, but she reads other stuff. She looks at Kaba Kamim and she look at all these people. That's why I said, while we out here arguing as YouTubers and all that stuff, you got people out here trying to learn. And then when we sit out here and argue on YouTube, it messes them up. That's what we said, Erica. The fact that infants are born with knowledge you don't even know where it get. That's what we saying. I have 7 grandkids, and they come out just doing some amazing stuff that'll scare you. But me and my mom was saying that's why they keep coming out with their eyes open. That's why they keep getting smarter and smarter, because the universe knows they gotta send them here prepared. My mom said the babies that's born now look like they mad because they gotta keep coming back here and knowing that they gotta fight and knowing that they gotta deal with these ignorant black folks, melanated. I'm gonna call the ignorant ones black and the melanated ones us, because they are now even like the I forgot like the basically they are lost and they are the problem and they carry on the white supremacy now. White supremacy is not a person, but it's a system. It's a thing that was created by a handful of racist white people. Just like a system, it only take one person to make an engine in a car. Now you got thousands of cars. It took only a couple of white people to put that system into play, and now there's all types of systems of white supremacy. If it ain't the system trying to kill us, it's the system trying to keep us broke. If it ain't the system trying to keep us broke, it's the system trying to keep us uneducated. If it ain't the system trying to keep us uneducated, it's the system trying to keep us not to love each other. If it ain't the system trying to keep us to love each other, it's the system for us to not care about our land. We got to be some crazy people. I would crazy to not want to buy land, not want to waste our money and stuff with the same people who are killing us. They send us to our job. We work all day. Then when we get money, they tell you free. Go do what you want. Oh, yes, sir. Let me go to the other slave master, the designer label, and give him all of this. Oh, you did this. And now you chose to go to designer label, but go to your other slave master where you got to pay your rent and your light bill. Oh, and then you need to get to work. So go to your other slave master that own the car lots. You are freed to be slaves open. You're not leaving the plantation. They used to worry about if the slaves ran from the plantation. Now they made all of motherfucking America the plantation. And some black people are hopping bobs or the slave masters, and some white people are the slave masters. It's the system, but the system still only affects the majority of black people. And that's what the system was built to do. To draw and weaken and pull from the melanated race who invents everything, and only bring a handful when you need it to keep a dumbed down society. That's why society hasn't advanced. It looks like it advanced because there's a lot of houses and buildings, but ain't shit advanced. Our people had houses and buildings and irrigation systems that these fools can't even understand how to work. We built great monuments and pyramids that these fools don't even know how we built, but they're among themselves. We discovered this. How the fuck you discover something that somebody already built? How do you discover something that now when you go in the water and you say, hey, we discovered that this island sank underwater and was owned by these people, but how the fuck you go somewhere and discover something that somebody else race and family and all this done built? And then you made sure that the majority of us are not concerned about who we are so that we won't try to get back the land that they stole. It's a system. It's a system. But the erosion showed them. That's right. Everything that they have, think about it. White men been ruling the earth for a couple of 100 years now. And it's shit. The trees, the polluted, the air polluted, all the fish, the dying, the animals extinct, because they are glutful. Everything that they wrote in their fake ass commandments is them. They do everything the commandments that say not to, because it's them. Diseases run rapid. Children don't have mothers and fathers. They have half the population in jail. They have half the population sick. They got the other half. They keep a population sick so the rest of they white asses can get the money from the pharmaceutical companies. Ain't no black pharmaceutical companies. Please tell me one. How can Johnson and Johnson and Pfizer get sued from cancer making drugs, and then they still get to go and make the vaccines that they want me and you to take? That is white supremacy, people. Because they have put themselves in place with nobody. No matter how much you think you own something, you still got to come to them for the ultimate answer. You can buy a house and you still got to come to them to pay your taxes. You can do this, but you don't see that. And the earth is tired. The earth can't take no more. They have completely polluted the universe with space junk. They have polluted Mars and stuff by putting stuff on another planet. They have polluted the oceans that they find the fish tomorrow. They don't know about this. You don't even know about the planet you're standing in, and y'all asses is out in space. They only want to look smart. Basically, all white supremacy is clout. Because these motherfuckers, we are scientists. Scientists say scientists, y'all motherfuckers ain't no scientists, y'all copycats. And then they be like, the first black. How is it the first black when we got proof that the first black doctor was black and wrote all the books that y'all are copying from? But we go along with this game about the first black this and the first black president and the first black this and the first black that. If y'all don't see that y'all are in a plantation, I don't know what else to tell you. But I'm not going to spend the rest of my life. All of us that's convinced, I'm not going to be laying my eyes down and trying to convince a bunch of, excuse me, because some of our own folks is getting on my nerves, convincing us that it's a problem. Black folks, you are getting killed 24/7. The earth done showed you, the life done showed you everything, and we still arguing whether white people are racist or not. And all those that's not racist, honey, y'all ain't fighting hard enough to stop racism. I see a couple of y'all go hard, but why y'all ain't all hard like y'all do when Karens are out or when there's always a petition out for the black man? And I want to say another thing about that too, since we talking. Gay privilege is being a problem just like white privilege. White people know that their time is gumming up, so they got to start passing on this system to another race that is going to oppress us, and that is LBGT. That is LBGT. Excuse me, I love my gay people and stuff, But LBGT, y'all attack every black person. Y'all not for black first. Y'all are just a representation of black of gayness. And when they get all the rights and get everything they need, they're gonna do you like they did the black women when they were fighting for women rights. That white people gonna get all the rights and you gonna be out the way, and then y'all gonna be done attack so many black men that there's no wealth to pass on to any black generations, because you're gonna keep getting lawsuits and giving it back to the companies that throw us out there on the string and bring us back. Gay privilege has become a problem because without straight people, y'all asses wouldn't be here. So I don't know what the hell kind of mess is this. Gay is not even a color or a place, it's a sexual act. I don't know you're gay unless you put on a dress. You know I'm black every day. And you know I'm a woman every day. I don't know that you are gay or whatever unless you give some inkling that you're gay. Nobody knows that a gay person is gay unless they move, or it's have to be a certain way or act a certain way or wear. That's why y'all want to wear something. They gave y'all your own flag. They gave y'all your own flag. Why? Why won't they give you rights? Why is it easy to get stuff that benefits white people, human rights, but not for your black ass? You gotta be a crazy person to be gay and then sit up here and look at and sit up here and argue with another black person and say, oh, you doing with a straight black person, like they're bothering you, like all this mess with the baby and all that stuff. That's getting on my nerves. Stop trying to strip black men of the wealth that they work for by letting white people use you as a fucking tool, stupid. Because when your black or LBGT ass get lynched, how many of these people who was, let me show you something. Y'all so LBGT, they acting like they rights is so much of this. All these activists that got killed, was any of them gay? Because they don't care. You ain't, LBGT don't even care. Because what we cared about is that they was black, that they were being shot and they were black. Please to tell me that all these black people that was killed, even in church and stuff, because mostly the gays is in church. How come ain't LBGT ain't come out and tell us if any of them was an LBGT? Because ain't nobody give a fuck. The LBGT movement is just a distraction against the black movement. Anything they can do to distract the black mind. That's right. Join forces. If you black first and you gay, all that's gonna come. Your rights. If your human rights is first, your gay rights is gonna be there. Nobody even knew think about it. Out of all the civilizations they keep digging up, they keep saying we've been here millions and millions of years. There was nothing in our paperwork, nothing that you see where they was attacking gay people. This was a white supremacist society thing. And then you have black men over in Africa, yeah, they killing people and stuff like that because they know the agenda. They know that means that it wipes out their seed. Thank you. You see what I'm saying? Let's find out if gayness is this, then which one of the activists that have been burnt up in the car, missing, all these famous activists, which one of them gay? Where are the LBGT activists that's fighting for black rights? Because you're black first. Because when they kill your black ass or shoot you or do something, we don't ask, was he LBGT? But when we get a person killed, when a person is killed by police, they don't say, was he a LBGT? Because ain't nobody killing y'all like that. LBGT people are probably do get killed. There is probably some hate crime because a straight man don't want to be with another man. And then some of y'all, it is called, what is it when the police trick you? Entrapment? It's called entrapment. Because isn't it fake? Y'all laugh at each other for wearing fake designer labels. You laugh at each other for all that, but yet a man could put on a dress to trick another man that he a woman. And nobody see nothing wrong with that. A woman can wear a dress and act like a man. The only thing a woman could do is get hurt. But it's different when two men tangle. First of all, a man wasn't built to take a dick. I said it. You wasn't. We were. That's why we can have children. That's why we have a birth canal. That's why we have a vagina. Our sex organs interact with your sex organs. We lubricate it, this and that. When you're murdered, When we hear a police shooting, do they ever say, was he LBGT? Did the little colorful flag was in his pocket? Mm-mm. They don't give a fuck about y'all. I'm just telling you that. So stop with the LBGT movement and attacking gay men, straight men that can help our movement, and you will have rights, because nobody take away gay rights but this white supremacist government. Nobody didn't say gay people could. Now they're trying to wipe out black men, so they put Azatraz in the water that makes you act gay. I don't care. I believe there is men, because I was raised around men. I know there are men and women who are born liking other men and women. Nothing wrong with that at all. But I have a problem when you're a man and you sound trying to take away women's rights. So they tell you that I can call the phone if my husband or somebody beating me because it's domestic violence. But yet they allow a grown ass man dress up and join women's sports to beat another woman, and y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. LBGT, what the fuck is your common sense at? That's white privilege to be able to go into a ring and fight with another girl. A man fighting with a girl. They fight. White men is the problem. They've always had a problem with their women, black men, and everything. They brought unnaturalness to the earth. I'm not saying being gay is not natural. I believe it's natural. I believe the earth have a way. Those that was gay could have had the little children who parents might die, or people who don't want kids. It was all just because it's white supremacy. I'm not saying it's not going to be bad black people. We're just saying that it wouldn't be as prevalent as it is, because you could be creating the conditions to grow. Like if I keep a piece of bread and water in the dark, it's not going to grow. It's going to grow mold. You create they create conditions to put us in to bring out the worst in us. So I'm not saying it wouldn't be murders and stuff. I'm not saying it wouldn't be. That's why I say that it would be gay people, and it would be people who don't want kids, and those that did, vice versa. But it's a problem when you're advertised to be gay, like this is the new cool. It's in style to wear a skirt. It's in style, and then all you got is black men all around looking stupid. You still a man. You still a man. I don't care what you cut off. You still a man. Yeah, they making it too prevalent. They could have been we fighting a fight, and they giving you all these rights. Oh well, they'll do anything besides saying that they fucking with black rights. Because once black people get together, LBGT would be protected, women would be protected, and especially the main one they don't want protected is the black woman, because the black woman got a something about being behind her man, and they know with the black man and the black woman together, we get shit moving. Out of everything, not trying to be funny, they know out of every group who made the most moves, who did the most work, black women. But yet, and then they know the black man easily distracted, so they got the black man out here running behind dog tails, white women with long hair and all this stupid shit. And if you sit back and just look, before they was supposed to have been so attracted, nobody didn't care. There was no other time that one race was plastered all over the world for, you look at this is beautiful. All that we are living in is vanity. White people have brought vanity, and we've caught up in this vanity cloud. If you step away from the cloud, you'll appreciate life, the trees, the earth. You wouldn't get a yard to fucking water the lawn for what it looked like. Nobody had yards until white people took everybody's land and decided, what am I going to do with the extra land so that I won't feed or give it to other people? Oh, let me make it a yard. You see what I'm saying? They wanted to make sure it don't dawn on you that people are walking around hungry, and we got whole full yards that food could be grown in. And then they knew the people that would think of that, so then they come with zoning ordinance. Oh, you don't need to have a business in the place that you live. Like we had to teach them, don't sleep and eat with your animals in the same damn house. You see how they switch stuff around? They are not leaders. They are followers who have basically did what is they overthrown the real original people. They overthrew and took over the castle, and they're destroying the castle faster than anything in the world. The earth is spinning faster, the lakes are drying up, and all of this is so that because of pollution and poverty that pollution and greed that man made. All the water, all the money, all this money is going to you. We didn't need these corporations. That's why when COVID came, it showed you all of this is not needed. What you needed was family. If these white supremacy corporations wasn't around, you would be healthy and you would be doing other things. You would be traveling abroad, seeing your people and visiting other tribes over here. I'm not saying tribes wouldn't fight. I'm not saying it, but it wouldn't be no mass extinction. We would have fairness. Yeah, they somebody said, what is all this advertisement with black and white men and black? Because they don't want nobody black no more. They if they figure that they is not enough of them, so they want us to mix and have mixed kids. They want us to be like, I'm looking at people. Look, see my baby, cause she mixed. I'm like, them kids look funny. Hell, you talking about mixed? I'm used to black children. I look at the world for what it used to be, not for what advertising tell you is pretty and this and that. You got stringy hair. Your hair serves no purpose. You are not intelligent. My hair serves a purpose. It reaches out to the universe. It has it's antennas. There's a difference. Your skin is weak. Your little mixed kids, you can't even hardly take them to the beach like you can take your black kids. I'm not saying that they're not human. It ain't going to be a different, but it's a problem when you are basically trying to have kids for what they would look like. Not because you want to have black kids. When two melanin get together, you are creating another God. You're creating intelligence. That melanin. Them light kids and all that other stuff don't produce melanin. They produce just enough to look tan because it's all about looks. When they are doing scientific studies that say because little kids with the melanin in our spine fluids are different. We got black spikes. There's melanin. It helps us move. That's why we can shoot ball. We move around different than them. And they got you thinking you just black. Come on. Like I said, I just stepped in here to tell y'all the queen is back. I'm going to be doing a lot more lives. I guess I just bring y'all with you. I be trying to do all professional, but life showed me it's not happening. Can we talk? I have judicial complaints against judges. I also have suits against officers in cities and prosecutors, as well as civil rights complaints and chemical complaints I still got. Yeah, we can talk, but the only thing we can talk about is building another nation. That's why the whole thing is saying micronations, turning our houses into small countries and putting up fences, and then all together getting and buying land, putting up fences, and behind that fence we start building other countries that they are not allowed on. Just like they build land and they get all this land and they do what they want. Y'all don't understand the trickery. So if you got a house, take your house and like this might be my sister's house, my mama. If I take this right here and say this is going to be Tina Street and this is going to be Ivory Street, and I put up a fence right there, and then on the mailbox, the only way America get in, deliver my mail there. But in here, when the mail come there, I'm delivering it to either Ivory stay on Tina Street 1B, this person stay on Ivory Street 3B. You know what I'm saying? And you keep them out. We have our own police. The whole thing is to get a large amount of land and start building our own cities and start locking them out and being under one, the United Nations of Akivalon. Be one, that's right. Be one forever. I'm trying to see what y'all in the Pride Bentley. Amadeus Shakur had him in the other day. Who? I'm trying to catch up with the conversation. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. Yes, we have a lot of catching up to do. I've been in my house building a think tank. Yes, I run my business. I'm going to be more open. I run my business. And in my business, I'm going to start consulting now because I'm getting to the point where in my business, I'm trying to build other Black people. This is my activism. I used to be out here in the streets and I'd be getting invited to a lot of places to talk and activism, but I don't have time for it because I'm too busy trying to show people how to be self-sufficient, meaning work for yourself and get away from these corporations. I feel like everybody that is in a restaurant, you can work for yourself and make as much money as that restaurant doing. But you so used to, like my sister, we're trying to work her out. When you're used to guaranteed money, it's kind of scary because you don't know you in control. Like when I stepped away, well, I'm in control. When I learned I'm in control, control of my money, I ain't waiting on no paycheck. I'm getting up every day, getting some money. And I'm going to do business consulting. I do construction cleans. I do condo cleans and stuff. My daughter, she got her business. Y'all go to Berry. Her machines is coming. She got her hairline, her lip gloss and stuff. My sister has her creation. And that's my activism, is empowering people to be on their own. Hey, Erica. Hey, someone send me that send me an email, Erica, with the 77 acres. It's straight no chaser with the queen at gmail.com. Send me an email about that, because we are looking for land. We are the nation. We have just been. I'm going to be announcing our nation, and I don't know everybody that's in the nation or want to go ahead and, well, those that's in the nation in the group text. We've been talking about the COVID, and I'm in Florida, so the COVID variant has been going up and up, and I don't want to put everybody at risk and everything. So, like I said, we'll talk if to see what we need to do with the nation, the Founders Day, because it's crazy. It's crazy. We might have to do some videos. We might just have to start doing something separate. I know we want to all get together and stuff, and I got the room, so I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna have a meeting with all of us today. I'm gonna probably text everybody later on tonight and let us all decide and make that decision from there, what y'all think. Okay, because I know Keisha already sent me money for her room. I could just send everybody back their money that have sent it, so it's no problem. Because I'd rather us be safe than sorry. We might just take our money and do something online. If everybody, whoever is okay with coming, that's fine. But we might take our money online and get our nation merch and stuff like that, and maybe build our nation website or something. We might have to do some adjustments because we don't know what these people is doing, but what we do know that they are doing, they're trying to kill us out, and that's a fact. That is a big fact. But I'm gonna be back on. I had some days now. My husband really stepped up with the business, and he's out there, and that gave me time to reevaluate where I can be in life and what I need to do. And so, like I said, my activism is anybody that worked a contract for me, they had to give me so many hours of their life and tell me what they want to do. Because so many times I worked in corporations where you work in a corporation, you're building that person's dream. That person had an idea, whether he stole it from us or not, and then they hire you. I'm going to stay in Vegas and say, that's right, I understand. Hey Keisha, we were just talking about the nation meeting. So if I gotta send your money back, we gonna get all y'all in the group text. We'll talk about the Founders Day because numbers just skyrocketed, and y'all noticed this was happening around this time last year, but this one is a little bit closer. So now they want us to die. They killing us. They killing us and stuff. And so it's better to be safe than sorry right now, to see what is going on, because they tell you can catch it a certain way, and then next thing you know, you got people with COVID taking care of people with COVID that never get it. Then you got people who don't know where they got it from because they ain't been around nobody and they got it. It's just crazy. But what we do know is that we got to take control of our air, water, and all that other stuff, especially our land. And we going to start our aquaponics farm. We have to. They are paying farmers to destroy their crops because they got everybody caring more about money than what it is. Because if you didn't care about money, everybody would stop going to these raggedy ass jobs and start helping each other fix on our house, because you wouldn't be looking at, I ain't doing it, how much I'm getting paid. When everybody know, okay, we build your house, I build y'all, this group get there. If we did stuff together that is humanly possible, their money wouldn't be nothing. They're losing grip, because how can one person own a restaurant and then you own politics, and then you put your restaurant all over the world so that nobody will buy from people like me and you, mom and pop restaurants? They only buy from corporations so that one family only get rich. You see what I'm saying? We gotta call a spade a spade. We gotta see what's going on. Life is too short. When my grandmama passing, memories just been flooded through my head, and life is too short. Not just that she died, is that I hate that she had to live in this white supremacist world and couldn't enjoy it like these white people do. Excuse me. If they take the video down, I don't care. Because that's what I'm saying. Just like that, they control how we can say what we can say to them. They took their insults and put it on them, and they get the sympathy. That's what I'm saying. The universe getting rid of the world, and I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, our enemy ain't just white. It ain't white people. It's white supremacy, and there's a lot of black folks that's a white supremacist right now, and it's sad. Okay, Keisha, we'll talk about it. I still got it. That's why I said we talk about it, because I wanted to see what's best for all of y'all. Because like I said, I woke up. I'm in Alabama, and I woke up, and then they were saying that over 11,000 people went to the hospital, and I don't want to put us there. It's just effed up. But you know, it's like, dang, we can't even live our life. We were fighting white supremacy. Now we got to fight all this stuff. See, COVID shows you. We don't even, you didn't see when they were putting trash and all this other stuff or whatever that drug is in our water supply. And that's why we got a generation of gay black men and women. And then they so confused, they still having kids. They don't know what they want. But I work with, I know so many women that just decided they didn't want a man one day. And I mean, I some young girls I was working with, they were working for me, and they was talking about being gay, and I told the girl, how you know you gay? Cause my friend and we like this and that, and we do this together. And she was telling me all the stuff. I said, what it sound like to me? Okay. It don't matter, you know. If I go, I mean, it don't matter. I can take her in the van, or we can go together. You go. Oh, she ready to go now? Yeah, come on, I'll take her. You got the kids, right? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Oh, you want me to sit with the kids? Whatever you want me to do. It don't matter. Okay, it don't matter. If y'all go over there, I want some of grandma gowns. That's all. Okay. Okay, people, I'm sorry. We getting ready to get some more stuff together. Like I said, I'm gonna be going live. I am good. My grandma is at peace. I'm just glad my grandma ain't gotta suffer in this ratchet world. So now is my time, with no holds barred, to do as much as I can to change this world. With your help, be one. Peace.